अब हामी च्याप्टर 2 को बारेमा कुराकानी गर्ने जाँदैछौँ, ट्याक्सेसन अफ इन्कम इन नेपाल। बेसिकली हामीले यो एक्जाम पोइन्ट अफ भ्यूका लागि लिएको छौँ। सर्ट क्वेसन, धेरै लामो क्वेसनहरू छैन। एक्जाममा इम्पोर्टेन्ट क्वेसनहरू छ। त्यसको अब भेरी सर्ट क्वेसनमा सोध्ने क्वेसनहरू यस्तो छ भने इन्युमरेट एनी 4 क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स अफ इन्कम ट्याक्स एक्ट 2058। क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स के कस्ता छ इन्कम ट्याक्सको त्यो लेख्नुपर्ने हुन्छ भने के भनिएको छ, कन्भेनियन्ट अफ अल ट्याक्स रिलेटेड म्याटर इन अ सिंगल एक्ट, डिटेल डेफिनेसन अफ की टर्मिनोलोजी, बोर्ड ट्याक्स बेस, allow deductions for all related expenses. अब explain the relationship of income tax act with finance act. Income tax act र finance act को relationship show गर्नुपर्ने छ। Income tax act is generally a permanent nature, whereas finance act is a temporary nature. Finance act is general for one fiscal year, of its provision will remain in effect for that 1 year. Income tax act and finance act both passes by the parliament. This show the financial act is a complementary to the income tax act. अब त्यस्तै के भनेको छ, ऑब्जेक्टिव इन्कम ट्याक्सको ऑब्जेक्टिभ के छ भने त्यसको बारेमा लेख। अब इन्कम ट्याक्सको ऑब्जेक्टिभ हामीले रिड्यू द स्कोप अफ डिस्क्रिमिनेटिङ इन्टरप्रिटेशन्स अफ द ट्याक्स अथोरिटी, मिनिमाइज द टैक्स अवॉइडेंस एंड टैक्स इवेशन, make the taxpayer more responsible by the enforcing the self-assessment system, integrate the Nepalese tax system with the tax system by the foreign government. अब यहाँ के भनिन्छ, अब हामीले इन्कम इयर भनेको के हो त्यसको बारेमा सोध्दैछौँ। यहाँ इन्कम इयर मिन्स द पिरियड अफ द फर्स्ट डे अफ सम of the year to the end of the third of the following years. Income tax act has fiscal years as income year. For the example, अब income year हाम्रो 72 73 भयो, हाम्रो एसेसमेन्ट इयर 73 70 भयो। अब रेसिडेन्ट इन्डिभिजुअल भनेको के हो, हामीले कुन व्यक्ति रेसिडेन्ट नेपालमा छ नेपालमा छैन भने नेचुरल पर्सनको केसमा कसरी पत्ता लगाउने। अब रेसिडेन्ट इन्डिभिजुअल इज अ नेचुरल पर्सन इन केस who is a normal place of abode in Nepal पर्यो, who is a resident in Nepal for the 183 days or more during the continuous period of 365 days, or who is deputed by the government of Nepal to the foreign country in any time of the income year. त्यस्तै गरी यहाँ ट्रेडिङ स्टक भनेको के हो, ट्रेडिङ स्टक भन्नाले ट्रेडिङ स्टक आर द एसेट्स owned by the persons that are intended to be sold in the ordinary course of business, working progress on assessed and investment of material to be incorporated into the such assessed. Motor car of an automobile dealers are the trading stock. Trading stock हाम्रो दफा 15 मा लेखिएको छ, इन्कम ट्याक्स एक्ट दफा 15 मा। अब यहाँ के भनेछ भने briefly state the head or sources of the income as mentioned. The following are the head and sources of the income mentioned in the income tax. Mainly sources के हुन्छ income tax को, the income from the employment, income from the business, income from the investment or casual gain अनि windfall gain. अब सर्ट एन्सर क्वेसनको लागि केही क्वेसनहरू छन् यहाँ भने अब नेचुरल रिसोर्स पेमेन्ट भने के हो, त्यसको फिचर अफ इन्कम ट्याक्स भयो। हामीले नेचुरल रिसोर्स पेमेन्ट ट्याक्स भने नेचुरल रिसोर्स पेमेन्ट भने के हो, यहाँ नेचुरल रिसोर्स पेमेन्ट में द अमाउन्ट अफ एनी of the following payment: amount received to the right to take water, minerals or other living or non-living resources from the land, or amount as calculated in whole or part by referring the quantity or value of water, minerals or living or non-living resources taken from the land. Right, in short, any 5 feature of income tax act 2058. अब इन्कम ट्याक्स एक्ट 2058 को फीचर के छ भने त्यसको बारेमा लेख्न सकिएको छ। इन्कम ट्याक्स एक्ट रिलेटेड फर्स्ट पोइन्टमा के भनेछ भने all income tax related matters are compound within the act by abolishing all tax related concession, rebate and exemption provided by the different act. This act has been made super in the regard to all income tax matters. Second point मा भनिएको छ भने income tax has broadened the tax base. Unlikely the previous tax act, the tax rate are spelled out in the act. The tax rate and the concessions are harmonized on equity ground. Third point the Act has introduced a full system of charging depreciation. The provisions has also been made for the treating the intangible asset. 4.1 the Act has the first introduced the taxation of the capital gain. 5.1 the Act has provided the liberal loss set off and carry forwarded backward provisioning. Interhead adjustment of losses are clearly specified. Such provision has been made from an interpersonal perspective. यहाँ फेरि यहाँ छ भने राइट सर्ट नोट विथ एक्जाम्पल अफ नेसेसरी मेडिकल ट्याक्स क्रेडिट र एसेसमेन्ट इयर भनेको के हो त्यसको बारेमा लेख्नु पर्ने छ अब मेडिकल ट्याक्स क्रेडिट सिम्पली के भन्छ भने इन्कम ट्याक्स has given the medical tax credit facility to the resident of a natural person for the medical cost paid by him or through the other for his or her treatment. The maximum amount that can be deducted from the tax liability does not exceed 50% of a accrued medical cost or 750. Any expenses amount due to limitation or lack of tax payable can be carried forwarded an additional amount of tax additional amount of the next month. यो जुन छ नि 750 एक्सेस अमाउन्ट यो अहिलेको केसमा हाम्रो 1500 भइसकेको छ एमेन्डमेन्ट आएपछि पाउनु 1500 भएको छ तर एक्जाम पोइन्ट अफ भ्यू पुरानै हामीले यसले कन्टिन्यू गर्दा हुन्छ अब असेसमेन्ट इयर भनेको के हो द इयर इन व्हिच द ट्याक्स इज असेस्ड इज नोन एज असेसमेन्ट इयर एक्चुअली द इयर्स following the income is assessed. For example, income year 72-73 or assessment year 73-74. Next question रहेको छ हाम्रो write in the brief the relations of income tax with the finance. यो माथि क्वेशन रहेको छ तर यसमा अलि income tax is generally a permanent nature. For example, Income Tax Act 2031 lasts for the other and a Finance Act of the temporary nature, and generally one of the fiscal years and it provisions for the one only each year's government interact the Finance Act to the amend the temporarily the Tax Act for the permanent change. The Income Tax Act has to be amended through the Parliament. Incomes Act both are passes by the Income Tax and Finance Act the Parliament show the Finance Act is completed to the income year. Describing the sort of objective of Income Tax Act. अब objective के हो भने लेख्नु पर्ने छ the main objective of Income Tax Act 2058 are listed below. Bringing all the income generating activities income tax net, harmonizing the tax rate and concession on an equity ground, winding the tax base, confirming all the income tax related matters within the Act, making the income tax elastic and revenue productivity, deploying the taxpayer friendly taxation system by making it clear and transparent, reducing the scope of discriminatory interpretations of the tax authority, minimizing the tax avoidance and evasion, making the taxpayer more responsible by enforcing the self-assessment system. Our question हामीसँग रहेको छ भने no business assist under Income Tax Act 2058. Non-business assist भनेको के हो? Non-business chargeable assist include the land, building, and interest in the entity or security. However, it excludes the following assist: business asset, depreciable asset, rotating stock, a private building of individual that has been owned by continuously for the last 10 years